Okay, so quick update on the Happy Trail product issues I've been having. They did send the replacement latches that were bent in shipping, so they followed through on that promise. And again, ordered my saddlebags and racks and everything October 16th. It's February 10th right now. And then they sent these tool tube rack holders, whatever they call them. These things. These were supposed to be welded into my racks, but I didn't get them when the racks were here, so they sent these bolt-in ones. And the hardware kit they send is that, which makes absolutely no sense in mounting them because that's not a big enough bolt to mount them. And I'm wondering if that's for like the little tray accessory that you can get, because it's showing like, oh yeah, drill holes in it, whatever. There are pre-drilled holes, which are the wrong size for that hardware anyway. And then it's showing a bolt that's obviously longer than that, saying, oh yeah, an M6 by 30. Well, obviously they didn't include it. And it's saying, these bolts hold this little tray in, which that's an accessory I did not buy. But there's a hardware kit. So that stuff I think is an accessory. I'll look on the website to make sure. But, like, well, I'm sorry we screwed up your order. We'll send you the parts, but we're going to screw that up too. So, what an embarrassment. Like, yeah. I'd try really hard to find a different supplier for accessories if you're considering using them. So, I don't know what that hardware is supposed to be. It doesn't say supply your own hardware in here either, as far as I could see, just kind of scanning through it. Whenever use this size bolt, whatever, yeah, I can dig through my bolt bins and find it, but come on, guys, this is ridiculous. Whatever. Alright, so I'm doing a little research on the Happy Trails website. This is a separate accessory, $60. And this is the part I was thinking is what the hardware was for, that one bolt that I got. So that's probably what that one bolt is for, is that. You can see here it's for putting a little bag or a tool tube or something in there. And you can see this one's welded in. This is the kind of rack I have. So if we go, this is just another extra plate they offered, to adapt to stuff. That's not what I'm worried about. So if we go to the page for my motorcycle here, you can see there's one on each side welded in. There's a weld there, there's a weld there, there. So they're welded in. If we go down here to the details, left side has inner tool tray base welded in. Well, it didn't. So in the pictures, they show it on both sides that it's welded in, which this is a prototype, but still, it says right here that it's going to be welded in. Does not include a tail rack. Okay. And then, well, it says that there, but then down here, tool trays welded in on both sides. Comes with exhaust deflector. Well, they didn't, and it didn't. If we go up here to this, you can see they kind of piece this together. So this is probably the first prototype. Like on mine, this bar goes, it's welded like that there, but then it goes all the way under. So it's cut right here, and this little piece goes into that tube where it's welded. So this is probably the prototype rack, like I said. And I don't know how many of these they've made. Looking at the internet forums and stuff, I haven't seen another CB500X with their luggage system, so maybe they hadn't made one since they did the prototype. But then here in the video, you can see they've got the exhaust deflector bolted onto this, that giant sheet of aluminum. Yeah, I don't want to hear you talk. So yeah, there you can see that's the right side with the exhaust deflector, which I think is a really bad design. I put some turnouts on mine, just welded them right to the muffler. I just welded turnouts on there instead of having that big piece of aluminum dangling around there. Not the greatest how-to install video. But yeah, so they did mess mine up. They sent this as a bolt-in without the hardware to bolt it in. Let's go back to here. I don't see that it comes with the hardware to do that. You know, it's got a list of stuff, left side, right side. My bike is not in there, but the way they run their business, I wouldn't be surprised if their website hasn't been updated regularly or at all. Older style racks, you drill them using one of the plates as a template. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't say it comes with hardware, but still, hardware is cheap when you buy it in bulk, like I'm sure they do. And yeah, it came with hardly any of that. Another thing I noticed was, if you look, the top of the saddlebags have this bent metal for tying stuff down. And I don't know if this is an upgrade or if they ran out of these or what. I kind of prefer having these loops, because this is what mine has. These just look like they'd get bent or they'd cut holes into bags. This strap loop thing up here, but that's different also. So lots of stuff that I was not very happy about. Happy Trails is crappy trails. Do not use them. It's embarrassing the way they run their company, and I wish I would have done more research before I bought from them, because this has all been unpleasant, and there's no shortage of information out there. There's really no excuse for why I couldn't have done more research, but I like the look of the product. It's just everything about how that business runs sucks. So there's my opinion.